What if I told you that sugar was hijacking your energy and focus? Sugar can have a roller coaster effect on mental clarity and energy levels. When you consume sugar, specifically candy, cakes, all that stuff, you have a rapid spike in insulin levels. And of course, blood sugar. What that means is your body wants to take that insulin and shovel it into cells to give you energy. And that gives you that short-term boost. Think of it like that candy rush. But here's where things go south. The insulin response often overshoots, which means it pulls too much glucose into the bloodstream, which then leads to a massive drop in blood sugar. And then of course you get sluggish, tired, fatigue, all those things that you're all too familiar with. Now this creates a major problem because your body, what it starts to do is it starts to build a tolerance. Meaning, in order to get that boost you once got, you need to keep increasing the amount of sugar that you eat. Now, obviously, this is gonna lead to problems in the waistline as well. But by far the worst thing is how it messes with your neurotransmitters. Now I know I'm not trying to sound super smart, but we do have to know what these are. So the two main ones affected are serotonin and dopamine. Now in our society, we are very dopamine dependent, which is when dopamine drops, we feel like crap. We have that slump, we have that blah, we have that I don't feel like doing anything. It's our feel-good hormone. And so if you're dependent on those outside shots of dopamine, i.e. in the form of sugar, you can see how that starts to become a problem. Because again, you build that tolerance. So what can you do about this? Well, the first one is obvious. Cut out the cakes, the pies, the sugars, the candies, sodas, that type of stuff. The second thing is obviously make sure that you are eating a diet that balances your... Now, I highly don't recommend eating carbs all throughout the day and keeping those blood sugar levels elevated because what goes up must eventually come down. So I just want you to know that you're not broken. It's not that you're just always low on energy. It's not that you just have no willpower. It's that you might just eat too much sugar. And once your brain is able to operate on the normal levels of dopamine and serotonin, well, you're gonna feel better than you have in years. This is why doing something like the keto diet is so beneficial for so many people because you're not reliant on those massive spikes and those massive drops. Now again, this isn't to say you have to give up carbs forever. It just means you have to shift your metabolism from being a sugar burner to a fat burner. So I hope that this was helpful for you. If it was, tag a friend, let me know in the comments below, share it with somebody, and I'll see you next time.